This episode of Sirens of Sundown contains content that some listeners may find disturbing or uncomfortable. For a full list of content warnings, please check the show notes. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to Sirens of Sundown. So as we return to our story here, we see Roshan, Ajax, and what appears to be 3 other human men armed and ready to take action. Roshan has his pistol in his hand and he goes, No. We don't want any cause too much trouble here.
I'm so disappointed in you. You were supposed to protect me.
Hey, I'm doing this for you. So we can have a good time in Cinderland.
Boys. Can't live with them, can't live without them.
I think Yin would look at Ajax and just be like, I thought we had something.
Yeah, I did too.
It's a shame it had to turn out this way.
It did. I suppose we should get to this then.
Mercy would just look over at them too and go, gals over hoes.
Gals over hoes.
As that happens, Roshan's gonna walk forward. You see the big Infernus guy takes a couple steps up to him. Roshan says, just give me, your valuables and we'll get on our way. What would you all like to do before anything else happens here?
I think Yin would look at her sister to get like, which side are we taking here? And get a look at what she thinks.
Yeah, Yaz has her eye on Roshan, and she's about to do something. Unless you want to go first.
She's gonna let you take center stage.
All right, I'm gonna take my lasso and I'm gonna go after him.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll against Roshan.
I actually don't have a ton of hope, so I'll do a straight attack. That's a 3-3, y'all.
Let's go.
First attack roll of the campaign was a crit.
I don't know how this is going to work because I want to do the restrain and vulnerable thing on him. I want to get him roped.
Roping him up?
Yeah.
What does it look like as you lasso this guy as he steps forward with his pistol out?
She, without missing a beat, she doesn't have her rifle on her. She just has this piece of rope. And so she, starts, whipping it around, ropes him in, and, it perfectly goes around him, and she starts dragging him forward. She gets him up against one of these benches and he's on his knees and she'll put a leg up on the bench so it's right next to his leg, and she'll go real close to his face and be like, I'm real disappointed in you. We could have had something real nice once we got to Cinderland. Not too late to call it off.
He looks at the rest of them.
I think what Yin is gonna do is she's gonna go up to Ajax. I think she's just gonna open that door and try and shove him in. And then close the door of the stinky bathroom.
Oh my god. Okay, go to make a strength check against him.
I'm gonna spend a hope for my sister's keeper because I'm kind of defending, making sure she's safe here. 19 with fear. Tisk. You are quite a disappointment after all. She'll kick open the bathroom door with one foot and she'll push him in.
He goes, oh yeah, it does. It smells really bad in here. You hear dry heaving as he's pushed in. I think as you push him in, shut the door, stand up back against it. We see Elizabeth's gonna run. She's gonna run up in front of her kids, pushing them into one of the little side cubbies, side booths, essentially. With a roll with fear, the other 3 look at each other. Self-preservation is a thing. They're gonna walk away, and Lucanus is going to walk up to the guy that you have tied up, and he's gonna kneel down on the ground next to him. He's gonna take a knee, and he's gonna look to Yaz and say, thank you, young lady.
Mm-hmm.
And for you, I don't take kindly to people coming in to a cart where my children are and pointing guns around. Now, lucky for you, my children are still here, because if they weren't, I'd cut your horns off and I'd feed them to you. So, I suggest you listen to this fine young lady right here and get your ass out. And I better never see your face again. Understood? Claps him on the side of his face. Stands up. Do what you will with him.
I'll hog tie him and be like, well, get to live to fight another day, I guess. And I guess I'll like call to one of the guards to be like, take it wherever you will. Drop him off at the next stop.
The big Infernus guy comes over. He just picks him up by his vest and just carries him like a bag of trash.
I think as Rashad is dragged away, Yaz will 100% blow a kiss at him.
I think Yin would open the door and let the other guy out.
He says, Where's Rashawn?
Got dragged away.
You might want to go be with him when they let him out. You know, make sure he's okay. As long as you stop all this foolishness. You should be the smarter brother now, aren't you?
I think the smarter brother is gonna leave. He's gonna leave his brother.
That was a huge turnoff for her.
Yaz looks to Yen and be like, he's not right for you. I should have known.
Mercy, anything you're doing here in this moment?
Well, that was over quicker than it started. She just turns around and she just starts strumming again.
We all start performing again. We hit it. We're like, sorry y'all for the interruption. Let us ease the tension with another song. How about it?
As you play for them, I think Lucanus will reach to take his wife's, Elizabeth's hand and just pull her close and kind of like stand behind her, just have his arms wrapped around. As you all strum along and he's just tapping his foot.
We play a more sensual, like jazzier, smoother song just to calm the nerves.
As you play and you finish up your set, Aidwolf would walk over and he would say, well, that was a fine performance.
Which part?
Yeah, do you mean the song or the rodeo part? We're pretty experts at both.
All of it. You all are quite the entertainers. You should, I have a club I own, a cabaret, you could say, and have a laugh. You should play sometime. It pays well. If you're interested.
You've perked my ears. As you can see, good help is hard to find, and those boys, they were just not trustworthy at all. Can you believe it?
They're a bunch of damn fools. Thank you for doing that.
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Aidwolf Rastigan. It is. And he would take your hand and, if she would allow it, and bring it up and do a little kiss on the top. And I think he would do that to every single one of you. he would do that to Yaz. He'd walk over to Madame Mercy and he says, take her hand if she's in your name.
Mercy.
Mercy. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mercy.
Nice to meet you. And business owner to business owner, I actually also own a saloon.
We should talk. Perhaps we could help an expansion for you and have a laugh. A little extra coin, a little extra here and there is always good.
Oh, absolutely. You can never have too much coin. I take it a man such as yourself knows that, though.
And he kind of like adjusts a couple of the big gold rings with diamonds on his hand.
I think she will give like fangirl eyes like, oh.
The stone on top of his cane is like a giant Essentia crystal. And he walks over to Yen. He would do the same. I'm not sure if Yen would allow him to do it, but...
You know, she doesn't like it, but she knows how to play the part. She would, put out her hand and, pay respect to this person because this is who we came to see. So she's going to be on her best behavior.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll bring it up, give it a little kiss, and he says, "And your name, dear?"
I am Yennefer.
Yennefer. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Now, ladies, please come join me. Let's have a conversation.
Madam Mercy wants to talk business, but I wanted to see if I could get you to make a bet.
Oh, you like to play games? Very good.
Or maybe you could place a bet on me. I'm a surefire thing.
Sure. Let's go into one of the booths and let's have a conversation, all right? he looks down and you see the big inferiorous man walk back in. He says, Navon, if anyone is looking for me, I am meeting with these lovely young ladies. And he would step into the booth. Whoever wants to, if anybody wants to sit next to him, you can. There is room. All three of you could sit on one side, but if anybody wants to sit next to him, they could.
We go on either side of him if we can.
Yep. She wants to box him in. I think she would definitely ask him.
Little bit of a tight squeeze. I hope you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. It's quite all right. He sits there and he pulls out, from in his jacket pocket, he pulls out this bronze cup, and inside are these like mahogany wood dice that he has in there. He puts the cup on the table. Before we do a little betting, or as you said, put a bet on you, let's talk about business. So, Madam Mercy, you said you have a saloon. He pulls out a little black book, flips it open. He's like, tell me about it. Is it just drink? A place of pleasure?
We specialize in pleasure.
Very lucrative business, yes.
Oh, you're telling me. But drink, room for the night, it's all there.
Package it together. You can get people that way. It's good. How long have you been in business for?
Oh, 5 years or so.
That's not too bad. Where are you based out of right now?
Halia, that's it.
That's a good spot. I'm not sure if you're interested in opening up another place and have a laugh, or even Cinderline. We're actually looking to expand. While I'm actually here, is Mr. von Falkenstein is looking to expand upon Cinderline. There's been a bit of a drought in the Essentia deposits that were mined from the water, or sifted from the water rather. Economy's taken a bit of a dip there, and him and I are looking to plant some new seeds and hope that they blossom into a prosperous economic place in Cinderline. So if you're interested, we are taking those looking for new opportunities here in the Drylands, if you're interested.
Oh, I'm very interested, but you said you're planting new seeds. What kind of seeds and what kind of people will this pull in? Gotta make sure I have the right atmosphere.
We're looking to just help stabilize some of these various outposts that have been struggling a bit economically, and help deal with some of the crime that is grown a bit in these places. As I said, we're looking to just families, and he kind of leans in and he says, we're looking to we're trying to make it a more family-friendly location.
I think she would smile and she would slap her hand on his knee and say, so generous.
Yes, new houses, schools, opportunity. Mr. Lucanus looking to open up a new locomotive operation there to increase production of steam power here in the Drylands.
That's gonna provide so many new jobs. You're just gonna take care of everyone, aren't you?
That's the plan. See, planting seeds.
Well, that's so inspiring. And she will just kind of like rub his knee.
While all this business has been nice, sir, I want to learn more about you.
What brought you to the Drylands?
I think what most people come to the Drylands for, prosperity and opportunity. I was born here in the Drylands, so this is home. And where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a little rinky-dink farm, really far away up north, but I'll be honest with you, I love the Drylands. It's just so much to do here.
It is. It's a wonderful place. Could be so much more too. But so a farm, that's a hard living.
Can be. Mama and Papa had a lot of kids, so made it easy.
And he kind of like, I think as she says that, I think he's smart enough to know that you both look pretty similar. So he says, I imagine your sister, and how many other brothers and sisters do you have?
Oh my God, it's hard to keep track how many Mom and Papa have running around sometimes. Sometimes I don't even know if they're theirs. Maybe they're our cousins. It's a lot of work keeping up with a farm.
Too many to count, that's for sure.
I can understand that. Well, what brings me here to the dry? I've been establishing my company. I could call me an entrepreneur, opportunist. I help people achieve their goals. A bit of a fixer, you could say. The dirty work when things get tough.
I see. Oh man, you just go around helping everyone else achieve their dreams. What about yours? What's yours?
Meeting people like you. That's my goal. I get to do that on my travels.
You're gonna make me blush. Please stop.
And she'll tap on his shoulder.
He's getting hit from both sides. And I feel like Yen is just like staring at him.
Yeah, Yen's probably just had a cold stare while they've been bubbly. I think Yen would speak up. So, mister, if you could craft the Drylands in your liking, just snap your fingers and it was made to be that way, how would you shape it?
He would think for a second. He says, that's really not my...
We're all friends here. You can tell us the whole story. We're not gonna buy it.
Go make a presence roll for me. That's like a question that I think he's a little hesitant.
No gods, just grit work here.
I'll let you use that.
I crit. 25.
He says, as you ask him this, he thinks for a long second. I think you see Callan walks in, puts down a tray of drinks for everybody. He's got the mint julep again for Yaz. He gives a bourbon. I think whatever Mercy was drinking, he kind of caught a whiff of it, and he slides a glass of whatever that was over to her. He hands Aidwolf a fine brandy. Aidwolf takes it, sniffs it a bit, takes a sip, and he says, as I had said, I'm more of a fixer. Mr. von Valkenstein and I share a very similar view on what we hope to see with the Drylands, and that is a place of balance and order and opportunity for people to thrive and to dig out the corruption across the Drylands.
Me and my band want the same thing. We want to bring more class and more opportunities for people that really want to savor the Drylands, not people that are going to use it up and throw it out. I think we're on the same page here.
Yes. If you're looking for work, I can make you all very rich.
I don't see any money trees here in the Drylands, so if you have a job for us, I don't want to speak for my band here, but we might be willing to hear you out.
Some of the work might be a little dangerous. If you're looking to make the Drylands better for everyone, sometimes you have to get your hands a little dirty. Am I right?
Of course.
From his jacket pocket, he pulls out a few pieces of parchment paper and he places them down on the table. And he says, this is a particular gang, the Dyer gang. They've been causing a bit of trouble on the outskirts. They've been a base of operations on the outskirts of Cinderline. They're more active during a full moon, if you know what I mean. And I don't like monsters.
Neither do I. It's a hard world out there. You never know when a monster's just gonna sneak up on you. She'll smile.
Kill them, just a gold wait for you. If you're looking to, make the Drylands a better place.
If you would give me and my sisters a moment of privacy so we can discuss this together, and if you would so be willing.
He looks at Yaz, who's sitting next to the door out, and he says, and he looks at, and then he turns to Mercy, and I think he would take their hands, give them both a little kiss again.
Yaz sits herself on the table and slides her legs over so he could slide out.
Oh, God, these girls. Oh my God. Okay. Whew. He's going to climb out and shut the little blinders as he leaves you all in there and walks away.
I think Yen would just stare at her sister. Put it on thick, aren't you?
Just trying to have a little fun. It's been so long.
I know, it has. It really has.
Can I have Sandy be a lookout right outside her little thing?
Mm-hmm. She just let her growl.
Sandy, you sure do breathe loud, don't you? So what do y'all think of that?
I think Mercy takes her shotgun and kind of pulls out a bullet and lays it on the table. Well, whatever y'all think is best, I'm down to do that, but afterwards, I think I got a bullet with his name on it.
Think we should take things slow, learn as much as we can before we be too drastic with it.
Y'all are being so dang serious. It's pretty easy. We take the job, see where it leads. Maybe we can learn a thing or two.
Exactly. I think we should go down before, we give anybody any parting gifts.
Yaz will slide the bullet back to Madam Mercy. You know, I appreciate your gumption, but maybe we should just be a little careful. Eyes and ears everywhere.
She will put it back in the gun, shut it.
I think Mr. Adewolf has told us a little bit, but I'm a little bit interested in the posh fella back there with the cute family. What were they talking about? Shall we draw straws? Who goes first?
I'll leave it up to one of you two. You two are much better at getting information out of people.
Drawing straws. We gonna roll to see who goes.
What are we rolling? Just
roll a d12. We'll say whoever gets the highest, we'll take it.
Okay, I got a 6.
a 2? You got it.
All right, I guess it's the family-friendly approach today.
Oh, you sure don't want to steal any men from their wives, I guess.
I guess not. I guess I'll work the kid angle. They were real cute.
But before you go, I think she'll say, "Why you talk to the posh fellow? Should I tell Mr. Abel that we'll accept his deal?"
I let all the job negotiations. I leave that all up to you. And I think Yaz will. I think what she'll do is she'll stop by and she'll have Sandy in tow and she'll stop by the kids and she'll like check on them and she'll be like, "Oh my God, I really hope you all weren't scared. Please know that Sandy was looking out for you the whole time."
It was a little scary for a second, but we knew everything would be okay. Luke's a little like he's just sitting over in the corner, flipping a little coin right now. And then you see there's another woman in there with them. And she looks over, she's like, "Yes, thank you for taking care of that. Agatha LaBelle, by the way." And you would see this woman, she has a half mask on, but you can see there is scarring where like the kind of middle of the upper lip, you see there's scar that kind of goes out, just peaks. And she says, "Yes, it was quite a precarious situation, but we do appreciate your help. And your saber-toothed tiger, it doesn't have like fleas or anything, does it?"
Oh no, she cleans herself and we take baths all the time, so don't you have to worry about that.
Baths together or separately?
Yeah, guess depends on the day.
Nev's like, "That's so cool." She looks at Finnick. "Maybe we could take a bath."
Oh, you absolutely have to. It is such a fun time.
Miss LaBelle goes, "Navari, no. Your mother would not appreciate that." She smacks the cane. She says, "Now, back to your homework." "Sorry, we're... Bye, Yaz."
I'll leave you to it. You should listen to Miss Agatha here and stick to the books. I didn't, and well, I don't think you want to end up like me.
"I don't know. I mean, you're pretty..." "Navari? Sorry, Miss LaBelle." She goes back to work. But you see, yeah, Lucanus is over there. He's standing with his wife. I think, too, you would see he has his jacket off, his sleeves rolled up, and he's got his vest on. You would see his hands are a little rough. He says, "It was, Yaz, right?"
Yes, Yasmin Nash, but you can call me Yaz.
"Yasmin, pleasure. You and your rest of your bandmates will have to play a show at a party for us sometime. Come to our estate and we could put you all up and let you perform for us. We're having a big party here soon. Would love to have you all play. Pay you well, of course."
Oh, well, thank you, sir. I mean, I was just coming here to thank you for being so brave and dealing with that. Those boys always getting into trouble. You really can't trust anyone these days.
"I don't understand why you would put yourself at risk like that, especially on a train of, well, someone that can use a whip like that is pretty good. And plus, and he looks back to Braun and Alistair. He says they would have shot him dead before he could make another move. So, but thank you for your help. It's appreciated.
I guess it was good that it didn't have to go that far. I mean, I would have hated for your sweet little boy and girl to see that.
Glad it didn't get to that point.
You know, speaking on behalf of all the Sirens, we would be happy to play at a party. You just name the time and place.
I'll arrange it. But what can I help you with? And he rolls his sleeves back down, starts buttoning up his cufflinks, grabs his jacket.
Like I said, I was just here to thank you and to properly introduce myself, and figured I'd get to know the wonderful guests that are staying here in this cart. I mean, is this your train? Was I wrong about that?
No, you're right. Yep, this is my train. My family has been building steam engines we patented it, actually. My grandfather patented the steam engine, so he passed away recently and I've taken over.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank you. He was a good man, but it's good I have something I can pass along to my children when my day comes, and that's the most important thing to me. Make sure they have a good life.
Of course.
Oh, speaking of, this is one of our new. He starts kind of going into like the just breakdown of the train here. He says, "This here is our 5th prototype that's at an efficient manner to where I'd like it to be, but we're looking to start utilizing Essentia power cells. We have a new design in the works."
That must be real expensive and real hard to find.
It can be, yes, but there's places where it still is quite abundant.
See, well, it seems you're in the know.
I have contacts in many places. When you own the railways, you kind of know where all of the Essentia is being moved to.
Right, and you can go just about anywhere.
You can, yes. We're expanding further, so you should be able to get around pretty much the entire Drylands, at least to the major outpost by train here within the next 6 months or so.
Wow, that is quick. Are you working with their Sir Aldwulf Rastigon? He told me that you all were in business together. Must be real exciting.
Yes, we are. We've been slowly planning, just expanding, and has a lot of context as well, and it's been helpful for setting up what we hope to accomplish here in the Drylands and spearheading a lot of the production, making sure that all of the outposts are ready for the railways to come in. I think it'll do them a lot of good.
And okay, that's enough about business. So what's really taking you to Cinderline? Just business or a little bit of pleasure as well?
Oh, yes. My, business, yes, of course. But, actually, I'm going to be buying the entire outpost.
Wow.
But also, my sister's meeting me there. I haven't seen her in a few years, so.
That sounds like there is a lot to celebrate. I'm planning to perform in one of the rodeo shows while we're in town, and you should please bring the whole family. I could really use them rooting for me. I mean, those kids, they would be my lucky charms.
Are you looking for a sponsor?
Yeah, I am.
He looks at you, and he looks at Elizabeth, and he says, "You think little Nev and Luke would love to go to the rodeo? They do. Let's do that. Von Falkenstein Railway is your new sponsor."
I promise I won't let you down.
I suspect you won't.
I've taken up so much of your time, and you have just been nothing but a kind gentleman. And, well, I'm excited for us to connect once we're in the city.
I'll have my team draw up the terms of our sponsorship, and we'll get you all taken care of. Get you outfitted. Elizabeth has a wonderful tailor. We'll get you all some new designs and make sure you're ready to go.
Oh, thank you. I mean, all of this is handcrafted, hand bedazzled, but I need a professional.
I don't want to take away from your own personal touch. If you'd like to be involved in the process, that can be arranged as well.
Oh, I have so many ideas. You're just getting me excited.
Please, enjoy your time here. Welcome to the von Falkenstein family.
Oh, thank you. Happy to be here. You enjoy the rest of your night, both of y'all.
Elizabeth kind of like, she gives you like a little squeeze on the wrist. She says, congratulations.
She'll like wink at her because she's like, I know you did this.
You see Luke and Nev run out, and he like picks them up in his arms, and you just hear him as he's kind of walking to the booth. He's like, so you all want to go to a rodeo? And they just start getting all cheered and stuff. I think from there, Yen, you are walking over to Aidwolf, if I recall. Miss Yennefer, what can I do for you?
Me and my bandmates, we spoke about your offer of employment, and I think we'd like to take the deal. We share a lot of the same values, but before we sign the ink and let it all dry and get on going, traveling the Drylands is expensive. You offered a mighty fine payment, but I'm not saying you would do this, but we've offered to work for people before, and they've ran off once the work was done. We like to take some of our payment up front, if that would be okay with you. I think we showed plenty of our talents here today.
He nods, unscrews the Essentia crystal off the top of his cane, places it in your hand, and he says, I think that should be payment enough.
Yenna's like breaking, and she never does this. That is good, sir. She's just holding the crystal. Well, we'll take care of the problem you have there.
It's the size of a softball. It's big.
This is the start of a beautiful relationship. I'm assuming you're not going to stay in Cinderland for all that long. Any contacts to people that we can get a hold of when the job is done, or how should we contact you?
Yeah. He would look at you. He says, there's a saloon in Cinderline, the Slippery Minx. I'll be there for a couple days, and the proprietor that owns it her name's May Stark. She'll be your contact. She has ways of communicating with me.
Say we wanted to set up a meeting with you personally in the future. Is that something we may be able to do if this relationship blossoms, as I hope it will?
Of course. I'm primarily in Havilath. That's where my estate is. So if you find yourself there, we could absolutely set up a meeting. You should come sometime. You're plenty of places for your band to perform, earn coin. Your sister could perform in a rodeo there. I would love to spend more time with Madame Mercy, personally. Help her set up a new place there.
I will say, my sister is dragging me all over the Drylands. She needs these ribbons or something. I don't really understand it, but I'm sure we'll make our way there at some point. Now that business talk has been taken care of, if you don't mind, I wanted to ask you a bit of a personal question.
Mm-hmm.
When you were talking about monsters in the room there, I saw a bit of fire in your eyes. You have any personal experience with these monsters?
I do. They took someone very important to me away. I want them all to die.
I think she'll step closer to him. Sometimes to kill monsters, you gotta be the monster.
He steps in closer to you and he says, I am a monster.
I think she'll look at him and say, that makes two of us.
And he smiles. Yennefer, I very much look forward to doing business with you, and the Iron Mantle appreciates the help, and know that if you work hard for us, we'll be there for you if you need it. Our veins run deep in the Drylands.
I'm sure you'll hear of our success sooner rather than later. It was nice speaking with you.
He just gives her a nod, and I think you see Nevin goes, oh, you want to play more music? I want more music.
Honey, tell me what song you want and I'll play it for you right now. I can make it a one-girl show.
Something about demons and devils. I like that one.
Sure, she'll improv a demon and devil song just to make this guy happy.
Oh, he starts clapping. He loves it. Oh, she's real good. I think from there, we'll cut Miss, do you need anything? As he looks in at Madam Mercy, is there anything else I can get for you? I just see you sitting in here all by yourself, and are you all right?
Of course I am. I've been waiting on you. What you think I'm waiting on? Sit.
He does. He sits.
So, the drinks you pour are rather nice. I imagine that everybody enjoys them.
Yeah, they do, yeah. I've been pouring drinks for a lot of years now, and, I enjoy what I do. I get to meet a lot of amazing people, and some of them kind of suck, but, for the most part, they're pretty good. But besides, like, most of the time, people are just, you can really, like, sometimes you can get into people's hearts when, that liquid courage hits them. They start talking.
Oh, yeah?
Will you believe I don't even drink?
Oh. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody's got something they like, though.
He kind of pulls on his collar. Yeah. I do like a lot of things. What are you, my mom told me to be bold in life, so I'm gonna be bold right now. What are you doing when you get to Cinderline?
Well, go ahead and tell me what we're doing.
Mr. Lucanus pays me really well, and I have a nice suite in Cinderline with one of those fancy wooden hot tubs.
That sounds fun, but, I mean, we can start playing now. Does he have a knife or, like, a dagger on him?
He's got like a paring knife that he would use to cut like fruits and things. It's in his pocket.
I think she's gonna take his knife and she's gonna put her hand on the table, hand him the knife. You ever play Five-Finger Fillet?
A couple times, yeah. Back when I was drinking.
Well, I'm drinking. You don't have to if you're scared or something.
I'm not scared.
Okay.
You want me to do it right now? Am I doing it to you, or are you doing it to me? Or am I doing it to myself?
You'll do it to me first, and then I'll do it to you, and maybe if you get hurt, I'll fix you up.
All right. Kind of lifts his eyebrow a little bit at her. He grabs the knife.
While you're at it, how about you tell me your favorite story you hear from these people?
He takes a knife. He's kind of flipping it around in his hands. Kind of bites his lower lip a little bit. Just something you notice he does. It's just when he's thinking.
Bet you got a lot of stories to tell.
Flicks his nose with his finger. And he says, yeah, there's this story once I heard about this woman. She would just appear in the middle of the night at a saloon, and she would play this mythical tune, and you couldn't help but be drawn to it. She would give you the night of your life, and then she'd be gone like dust in the wind the next second. I also heard from those same couple people that they found their friend dead in the room after hearing that song. That's just one of the stories I heard.
At first I thought the story was about me till you said they end up dead. I like them to be able to tell the story, you know?
Right. He drops the knife on the table. Tell me one of your favorite stories.
Well, I hear that the best way to pray is to bleed a little. You ever hear anything about that?
Nope.
Oh.
Sounds intriguing, though.
Isn't it, though?
Well, let us pray.
Let us pray.
He just takes a knife and just picks his finger.
She will take the knife, look at him, smile, and I think she will just slice the middle of her hand and she will put it up to his.
I gotta roll something for him. I'm gonna roll a d20 for him. On a 10 or higher, stuff's gonna happen. He rolled a 3. He keeps his chill, puts his hand up to Madame Mercy's, and I think he interlocks his fingers with hers. He says, I haven't met a lot of women like you before. I wish I wasn't working right now. This is kind of nice. You're very real, and that's hard to find sometimes.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they let you off early if you ask. They're all about drunk anyways, probably gonna go pass out later. And then maybe I can tell you the rest of that story.
Make a presence roll for me.
Flesh converts, baby. You better use it.
Although I don't know if the rest of the story is what he thinks it is. Yes, I will use flesh converts, which makes that a +4.
Spend that hope.
Yes! I get a hope back. Thank you.
I think as you do that, he lets go of your hand and he says, I got an idea. He's gonna walk out and he's gonna grab his cloth off his hand and I think he's gonna go up to Elizabeth, the wife. And he says, Mrs. Von Falkenstein, I accidentally cut my hand. I'm gonna need to go back to the passenger carriage and bandage this up. I don't think I'm gonna be very useful for the rest of the night. I'm gonna roll a presence roll for him. I'll roll it publicly in this moment.
Can Mercy walk up behind him? I think she has her hand that she cut kind of behind her back, but she just goes, it was all my fault. I was just trying to cut some fruit, but I made a mistake, but I can fix it up real nice. I'm so sorry, but if you just let me go and I can take care of that.
Yeah, you want to spend the hope to do that? Do you have because you just got to hope back.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say on a 10 or higher, it works. And the silver was the fear. Okay. Yeah, you just barely. Yeah, she says, oh, of course. Yes, Kaylin, please. Mercy, thank you so much. Feel free. And you're good. We're settling down for the evening anyways. I think everybody's going to start kind of heading to bed soon. So you're fine. Go ahead. As you head off with Kaylin there. What's Yaz and Yen up to?
Yaz would like to talk to these two ladies because she hasn't introduced herself yet, and she's gotta be polite to everyone.
Of course. You walk up to Talia and Asher. They look at your outfit and kind of take it in.
I know. I'm underdressed. All right, it's rough out here in the Drylands.
Talia, she says, oh, darling, it's totally fine. Don't you worry. Everybody has their own fashion and style. And you are just doing you, girl. Don't worry one bit about it.
I know. I like to add some of the, defunct crystals, add a little personality. Everybody is so dark and dreary out here.
Who is your designer, by the way? And you smell positively divine. May I ask you where you get your perfume?
Well, the answer to both of them is you're looking right at her, baby. Bedazzled this myself. And as for the perfume, well, the thing is, I am known for my perfume bars. They are legendary across the Drylands.
Goodness me. Is it something that I could purchase anywhere? Or is it something that I have to buy directly from you? Are you like a traveling merchant?
I am. And she'll pull out from her pack 2 perfume bars. And if you want, I can spend a hope to use my Wanderborn pull out a mundane item ability.
Yes.
I'm working on trying to spread all of this throughout the Drylands. I mean, it is so hot and sunny out here, and I don't like to smell all sweaty. She'll give one to each of them, and she'll go, I got 2 scents, fresh off. One of them is, well, it's a little variation of what I wear. It's a little licorice, amber, vanilla, and a touch of coffee. It will just make you so delicious. And the other one has a little bit of a different vibe. I mean, we're so far away from the beach, but I thought it would be nice to have something that's just a little sea salt and sage, something to just make you feel warm and cozy, you know?
I'll take that one. And she takes that and she very daintily grabs it and she says, oh, Talia, she is such a doll. We should just put her in our little pocket. And she's like, oh, I know, darling. She's absolutely adorable. This smells beautiful. Now,
I promise you, once it actually mixes with your sweat, I know you won't believe it, it'll actually smell even better. That's my secret. Makes it really good for those hot and steamy nights, if you know what I mean.
They giggle a bit in that moment. Ash is like, well, I sweat a lot. It's a condition.
This will do you just right.
She takes it and just smells it. And then Talia, and she said, she like places her hand on Yaz's shoulder. And she goes, honestly, earlier, when you hogtied him, that was, I just don't understand why people are like, oh, let's come in and like rob a train. It just doesn't, Mr. Lucanus, I'm surprised he didn't, well, he did She kind of leans in. She's like, I did see him punch the hell out of that man in the engine room. Gave him a good beat down.
Oh.
Well, you were in there meeting with Mr. Aidwolf.
I mean, he really deserved it. Can you believe they tricked us and told us that they would be our security? Because 3 ladies, traveling musicians, we need some extra help. Turns out they just used us. Man, you can't trust any man in the Dryland.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. I mean, very rarely. There are a few that are okay. But she looks over at Asher. She says, I have a particular taste for other things, but
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you two?
oh, we're not mutually exclusive, darling. So
Oh.
if you're looking for a fun time, we're both interested.
Oh, you two are just making me blush. Oh, it is tempted after being just roughed around by those awful boys.
Oh, we can make you feel also better.
I think Yaz just giggles and just keeps flirting with them.
Yeah, they're eating it up. From there, we'll cut over a kind of like,
Do they pay me for the perfume bar though?
oh, they do. Yeah, they give you both a handful of gold.
Hell yeah.
Wheeling and dealing. We kind of swing across from Yaz over to Yennefer. Yet after you talk with Aidwolf, is there anything that you do from there at that point as you see your sister chatting up these two ladies, this Infernus woman and this Orcish woman, Talia and Asher here?
The individual that we hogtied and got dragged out of the room, they got dragged towards the engine room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yennefer is going to approach Alistair. I hope that boy didn't give you too much trouble. Nothing you can't handle, I'm sure.
No, Mr. Lucanus took care of it. He threatened his children.
Understandable. I'm assuming he's no longer breathing, or
Let's just say he's steam for the engine.
good to know. You said your name is Alistair, right? You seem like the individual that knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
You seem protective of your employer. I was just wondering if I wanted to get into the sort of position that you're in, how would you suggest I go about it? Maybe Mr. Lucanus, maybe eventually, I don't want to sing forever. While I love my bandmates, they are full of energy and I'm a bit more business.
I think as you say that to him, he looks at you and he goes, well, if you can prove yourself worthy, not sure how good you are with a gun, how good you are at getting in and out of places unnoticed, but Mr. Lucanus appreciates discretion and not leaving a mess behind. So if you're good at that, you might have a chance of becoming employed by him. And he does treat his employees very, very well.
I know you can't speak with Mr. Lucanus yourself, but those are 2 skills that I'm very talented in. Nobody sees me unless I want them to see me. And when it comes to shooting, well, let's just say she'll pull out her gun, but she'll make sure it's in a position that it doesn't look ready to fire. She doesn't want to spook anybody. I like to give people a bit of redemption every now and a while.
That gets a little smile out of Alistair. And you would see the other guy standing next to him, Braun. He looks over at you, the other gentleman, and he says, that is a nice gun you have there. I like the inscription on it.
Something I take a lot of pride in. I always make sure this gun is squeaky clean. I always make sure the chambers are ready to put something down when I need to.
Make an instinct reaction roll for me. And it's nothing bad. It's more to see if you notice something in this moment.
Instinct. Okay. This is my first character with bad instinct, so it's crazy. 19 with hope.
Oh, and it's a reaction roll, so you don't have to worry about. Yeah. You're okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
He kind of licks his lips just to kind of get a little bit of moisture on him. You notice that the other guy, his canines are a little longer. It's very subtle. I am Braun Cassidy. It is nice to meet you.
I think she would hold out her hand. It's a pleasure.
He shakes it. Kind of stares at you for a while.
I think she would look at him and say, cold hands.
He just nods. Doesn't say anything else.
I think she'll take that information in the old noggin, save it for later, but I think she'll look at Alistair. In terms of this opportunity, is there anything that you could give me and my bandmates on your employer's behalf, or is that something I should go and speak to your employer directly about? we're busy ladies, and we're going to be traveling all over the Drylands, performing on music, going to a bit of rodeo.
He would look at you and nod. There's a place not too far from Cinderline called the Lost Oasis. It's kind of this big lake that sits inside of an old crater. That crater has only been around since the War of Righteous Road. And there's something of interest there that Mr. Lucanus is looking for. If you're in the area, look around. If you could find it, you could probably gain a lot of favor. It's supposed to be like a treasure of sorts there. An old key to some sanctuary in the mountain loch.
I will keep that in mind. So if I happen to acquire this key, is there a good way to contact you or your employer directly? We're always wanting to make sure we communicate efficiently.
You wouldn't have seen this before in all the movement, but underneath the brim of his hat, of Alistair's hat, there are small gemstones. He pulls one off, hands it to you. He says, "You can communicate with me through that. Just speak into it."
Pleasure doing business with you. When all's said and done, I'll give you a holler.
I would say when he places the stone in your hand, he is not warm either.
I think she'll look at them both. Subtly, I think she would show her fangs, and then give them both a look.
There is some type of hand signal they make that indicates understood. It's like a signal that kindred vampires would know, and you would have seen it, heard of it, and I think they do the hand symbol to you.
After seeing that, she'd take it in. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with the both of you, but I need to go wrangle in my sister before she has drained the energy of everybody on this train.
Understood. Take care of yourself.
As Yen walks by, Yaz is distracted talking to these ladies, but she sees Yen coming back and she'll say, "Oh my gosh, ladies, I'm so sorry, but I have to tell some excellent news to my sister, but it's been a pleasure."
Oh, of course, darling. If you need anything, and office still stands if you're not busy later. But we're gonna go settle down for the evening. We're both exhausted, so tired.
Don't get too much rest.
They both walk over and give you a kiss on both sides of your cheeks and a squeeze on the wrist, and they walk away.
See again, she'll interlock her arms with her, and seeing the family start to settle in, she's like, "Oh, you won't believe who just scored the greatest sponsorship for her upcoming show. You would be so dang proud."
I think she'll cross her arms, try not to look proud. I think she would be like, "Good job, yes."
They're gonna pay for everything. New gear, new outfit. Oh my God, I can finally get that vest made for Sandy that I have been designing for weeks. This is gonna be amazing. We are gonna earn so much money.
I hope that includes saddles for Mason.
You know I always share. I'm not that selfish.
Speaking of Sharon, she'd pull out the giant ass diamond. I got us a bit of collateral for that mission we taken up from the individual.
I think Yaz is mesmerized by it. She's like, "Oh, that is a beauty."
She would hand it to you.
Oh, yeah, baby. Yaz is fully in her, it's her greedy diva moment meets her hippie nature girly, where she's just she's charging with this crystal.
Some other good news is Alistair over there, the guard that gives off pretty much the same energy that I do. He gave us the opportunity to, for another job for Mr. Lucanus.
Oh.
So when we get to Cinderland, we'll have 2 jobs, 2 opportunities to get things done.
A lot of stuff to talk about. I think Mercy is off playing with her food again. And so we're just going to have to wait till we get to Cinderland to talk about all this. But I got my ideas rolling. This is going to be good. Not what happened last time in Cinderland. Yen, the same thing cannot happen. What happened last time in Cinderland?
What happened last time cannot happen again. Speaking of that, she's going to whisper to you. You got to be on her best behavior there.
Okay. I don't want to argue about this for the millionth time. It'll be fine.
And also, Mr. Lucanus said he's going to buy all of Cinderland anyway, which kind of solves a lot of our problems, if I'm being honest.
You see a little bittersweet reaction to that. We'll speak more of it in private, I'm sure. You are going to be running the whole Drylands sooner rather than later. Yes, you are an unstoppable force, that's for sure.
Dang straight.
So as the two of you kind of had that conversation, look at your softball size Essentia. And it's like perfect. It's perfectly spherical too. From there, we'll cut away from the two sisters back to the sleeping carts. So as you walk down there, you would hear some people are sleeping already, people snoring, and he walks down with you and he says, "Yeah, so now that I'm free, what's the plan?"
I'm guessing the plan is to find one of these carts.
You have a room, I'm sure.
We can head in there.
Sure, yeah. I would like that. And he would look at your ticket. He's like, "Is that all right if I look at your ticket?"
She would hand it to him.
Yeah, he'd take it. He'd be like, "All right, yeah, it's this one down here." And he takes your hand and leads you down into this room and opens the door. And he says, "So, you want to just talk?"
I'm guessing their bags are here. So she's gonna go over to her bag and unzip it. And I think she pulls out like one of them rods, them little shocky rods. And she looks at him and she goes, "I think I'm gonna teach you a thing or two about pain. You know, it's the only way to connect."
I'm always into something once. Let's do this.
Great. And then afterwards, I'll tell you how you're not really connecting to me. She'll smile. I think she will just tell him to undress.
Okay. Faster than probably you've ever seen before. Callan's fit. And yeah, I think from there we'll cut away.
Somewhere in between there, I think she's gonna try to like kind of preach to him a little bit afterwards and see if she can convert him a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Go ahead and make we'll say a presence roll for me. We'll say a DC 13 for this. So yeah, I think as you have conversation with him about your particular religion, he's so enamored in just the process and then to then hit him with that afterwards. Yeah, he's all in.
Like she just kind of rubs her hand through his hair and I think she just goes, "You know, he loves us and it's obviously why he just wants us to be happy and seek pleasure where we can."
I heard stories that Kudamat warned the gods that they were going to be usurped. But I don't know, just rumor, I suppose. I mean, if we can connect with him through this, then yeah. He just takes a deep breath and he just goes, "Yeah." And I think he just let you talk to him about it and run your fingers through his hair. He's totally down for that. The train continues onward throughout the night. Does Yen and Yaz do anything else here this evening as you head to Cinderline?
I genuinely think Yaz would just spend time with her sister until we arrive to the city. She's not gonna take up all the lovely people on their offer though. She thinks about it.
She would spend time with her sister, but at some point she'd go check on her goat and make sure it gets fed. Like, I'm sure they have people there to feed it, but you know, Yen is very particular about her animals.
Yeah.
If Yaz isn't with me, I think she would use more of a pet name with Mason. Maisie, how are you doing?
Yen.
I wish I could bring you out like Sandy, but you're not as well behaved, are ya?
Yen.
You know, sometimes I feel like he can almost speak to me.
Yen.
I think she'll just pet him, give him like some of the feed.
Yen.
Any other animals in here, Kylie?
There are, yeah. So as you walk into the stables, you would see Sinbad is chilling over in the corner, And he says, Yen, what are you doing in here? It smells really bad in here. I don't like it. This cow has been looking at me weird all night.
Which cow?
I'm going to kill it. The cow right there. It's like sticking its tongue out at me.
How restrained are these animals?
There's basically just like a metal frame gate that's holding them back. You would see there's a cow in here. There's a couple horses. There's like a painted, like a brown and white horse with the saddle's off right now. You see a black stallion in here as well. You would see there are a couple little like mini horses, like little Sebastian style. You see little pictures driven by Nev. They're for Nev and Luke. They're little horses.
Is that cow awake right now or is it asleep?
It is. Yeah, it's just staring at Sinbad. He's staring at me.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like feed buckets or something in here to give to the animals. I think she would get a bucket of feed, put it in the cow's pen. I think she would open up the gate to where the cow is and go in there.
Mm-hmm.
And as it's feeding, she's going to stay away from the legs, but she's going to get a little Capri Sun from this cow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to kill it. She just wants to get her drink in.
He's like, oh, you should exsanguinate the whole thing. Do it, Yen.
Simba, you can't just say those words. Mercy needs to teach you more about discretion.
All right, I'll be quiet. So how was your night?
Sinbad,
Yes.
you've known me for quite a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I am one for small talk without purpose?
He doesn't say anything else. He just coils up in the corner.
I'm doing you a favor. You wanted me to fuck with this cow, and I'm gonna fuck with the cow. So
His forked tongue just coming out.
yeah, I'm gonna go bite this cow. I'm assuming the cow's gonna get pissed. So I'm gonna bite the cow, drink, bull ride a little bit if I have to, and then I'm gonna teleport away. I gotta roll to see how.
Yeah, how much you drain.
I don't know if you have cow stats, but the number of dice I get is how many HP it marks. So I'm just gonna do that.
You roll the attack, and then I have it in my head right now.
An 8 might hit a cow.
It hits the cow. That does hit it.
That was with fear, by the way. 3 points of damage.
Okay, that's one hit point. But when you bite and feed the cow, it's so shocked by it, it falls dead on the ground.
From 1 point.
That's the fear roll.
You know what? She's gonna teleport, and she's gonna try and stealth back to her room because she doesn't want anybody to see her.
Go ahead and make a finesse roll for me as you stealth back to your room.
19 with fear.
As you teleport back to your room, I think as you're cloaked, where you are specifically, there's another room adjacent to it. And inside of that room, we see a figure sitting. They wear a black cloak with a wide brim hat. They have a golden pendant with a red ruby that illuminates in the sense of undead nearby. As we see a figure light a match, ember illuminating their face, as we see that half-elven woman that was at the platform at the train station when you arrived, sharpening a dagger. That was Ye-Man as Yasmin Nash, Gwen as Yennefer Nash, Amina as Madame Mercy, and Kylie Rose as everyone and everything else. Sirens of Sundown is edited and sound designed by Brent Frederick, character art by Lucy Lynn, and graphic design by Shannon Arola. You can tune in for new episodes every other Tuesday. Until then, take it easy out there. Y'all come back now, you hear?